Hi there, Aries. We are here for your general reading, your May 2025 Tarot forecast. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do encourage you to look at your other placements. Look at that playlist for May. It also has your All Signs love readings on there too. And there's going to be 2 bonus love readings for specifically for Aries singles and for Aries dealing with a specific person on their mind. But that's only at Harmonia Friends Club, along with the extended of this readings. But we'll get into more details about that just in a little bit. Let's see who you are for the month of May. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, who is Aries this month? We're using the Dissembled Tarot deck. And if you like any of these decks, just go ahead and look at them through the description box. Aries, you are the Ace of Swords. I love this. The Sword of Truth. You are a truth seeker this month, cutting boundaries, but also very victorious on how you do so. So this is a month here of discernment. This is also the month here of being authentic. This is a month here to use your voice, of power that I hear. Let's see what your challenge is for the month. Let's see what your challenge is for the month. What is Aries' challenge for the month of May? Now, this plays into the tarot story for the reversals. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Interesting that you have 2 aces now. So, this is all about taking something and going with it. And there's a challenge with how something is about to get started. Now, maybe you have a particular way or you want to voice your opinion, but there's something here that is locked down like Fort Knox here. And we're going to look into that and dive into there. But so far, this is about opportunities. How do you run with it? How do you go with it? Where's the growth? Where are the possibilities? And gosh, you got 2 swords here. Well, not 2 swords, but 2 aces here that are begging for attention here. I mean, if we get the 2 other aces in your reading, it will be pretty interesting. Then we'll have all the elements here. Then you'll have all the tools that you need. You might as well just be the magician. Let's see how your guides are assisting you this month using the Inner Child deck. The story. 38. Well, what story are you telling yourself here? There's changes coming about. Now, this is about reevaluating a story, reevaluating an opportunity. Well, let's see what the book has to say here about story time. Story, right? It says, our story helps us locate ourselves in time, Aries, and space. Each one of us is born into a story that has been told for many generations. Before we write our own story, we first must be aware of the story in which we are a protagonist. Once we have the awareness of our role and of our power, that's when we can step out of it. We can become the author of our own story. We can become the author of our own story. Something here isn't allowing you to fully be your authentic self. Not just yet. I feel like there's a holding pattern here. And this is not the same kind of holding pattern that I just read for Pisces. I feel like it's ready to come out. There's a little bit of shyness that is wrapped around here. But let's see what the Star Tarot has to say for the month of May. Because there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to show up authentic. Say things how they are, however that may arise for you this month. Just be true to you. Reversals are now up. We have the Empress. Well, the Empress knows their worth, and the Empress also knows how to use that sword. Whether it's to protect, whether it's to be, whether it's to have the boundaries. That's Taurus, Libra energy here, but this is knowing your worth. Well received. All 4 queens in one. Love that card. I love how we have the mother and the child here, because I feel like you're doing some inner child work here where you're reparenting a version of you, a much younger version of you. Oh my gosh. We got the Ace of Swords twice. Interesting how I said the challenge here might be the Ace of Swords. And I said, no, no, that's the Ace. I didn't mean to say the Ace of Swords twice, but yet here you do. You got it twice. This is your legacy. This is your story. High Priestess. You know, some of you are meant to be authors. Some of you are writing your story. Maybe it's an autobiography. But if it's nothing like that, it's about the legacy that you have this month. I do feel your intuition is spot on this month as to when to have that inner knowing of when to get started. But you are voicing something this month that is reclaiming your power. But the challenge here, let's not forget, is the Ace of Wands. And so there's an opportunity here that once this is stated, once you speak your truth, well, then that is going to open up a whole new reality here for you. The Two of Pentacles. You've been kind of going back and forth about this of how to get started on something. Now, some of you, if this is a relationship that you have been in the midst of leaving, this is you trying to balance it all. Family life, work life. It's like doing the whole thing. There is two sides of you. There really is. It's like, who am I today? But so far, these are all upright, which tells me that you are able to manage a lot on your plate this month when it comes to family life, business life, relationship life. Like, you can do it all. Don't forget, you're the Empress, but the Empress also knows when to take a step back. The Empress also knows when to put a boundary in place. And the Empress has a lot of things going on here. I'm just saying the Empress, you could be an emperor, it doesn't matter. The energy that I have for you is there are a lot of different things that you want to do. And you can't do them all at once. And you're realizing that you're trying to make peace with that. But there's one particular opportunity. There's one thing that you have been putting on the back burner, and it is screaming to be pulled out this month. And it's decision time. And I feel like you're cutting things out that no longer serve you or taking you away from opportunities that could actually help you flourish. And that may come in relationships that no longer serve you. This could be jobs that no longer serve you. Some of you are meant to be entrepreneurs and you haven't been able, maybe you have a side business that you've been wanting to move into the process of making it, your main job. And maybe that's something here that has not been able to flourish because you've been putting a lot of time and effort in a more 9-to-5 job. It could be that too. But I see you this month cutting out, being very authentic of what actually works for you and what doesn't work for you. And you're keeping really quiet about this in the way that you do this. Okay. I don't feel like people are trying to persuade you to go different ways. This is a decision here that you're like, I know the inner knowing. I know what choices that are being presented with me. And I know that I can't keep going the way that I do because I'm getting restless. And when an Aries gets restless, that's when they feel like they've been into something far too long. And so winter is over. Spring is almost done. We're almost in the summertime here. And there's something with this May energy that you were realizing you have to cut certain situations in your life. And if you are, it doesn't have to be so ruthless here too, Aries, of you like cutting out someone entirely. I just feel like you're creating more space and time and effort for you and your endeavors on what makes you happy. And some of you, it's just to be with the family, spend more family time. But I feel there's a huge opportunity here that's been on pause. And this is about what you want. And as long as you remain true and authentic, it's always going to go into your favor. But we're going to dive a little bit deeper over at Harmonia Friends Club. We're going to look at not just the details of what this restlessness is, how it's going to be transpiring out for you, but we're also going to look at your numbers, your lucky numbers for the month with some numerology. And then we're going to go into 2 bonus readings. Like I said, that's for a specific person on your mind. Or if I'm talking to an Aries singles, we're going to look at love for you. But you can also look at the all signs love readings because there may be a connection there for you too. All right. If you guys can't make it over there, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have a good month.